Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here, and I just finished unboxing the Galaxy Z Fold 8, the wider variant, but now it's time to unbox the Ultra variant. Now this Ultra has a familiar design of all of Samsung's foldables with that very regular phone use on the outside, and of course top tier specs as well since it is their Ultra variant. I will also be doing follow-up videos on my impressions and more, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when that goes live. Anyways, we are going to unbox this, take a quick look what's inside, and also compare it with the Z Fold 8 and check out the different aspect ratios. Let's get started. Here is the Galaxy Z Fold 8 Ultra, and right away you get to check out that violet shadow color. It's pretty subtle, but it looks really clean. Setting this to the side for just a second, let's see what we get. Popping this out, you do get a SIM ejection tool. Finally, just a booklet and a USB Type-C cable. And on to what you came to see, the Z Fold 8 Ultra in that form factor that you are familiar with. All right, I'm gonna boot this up for the first time, and while it turns on, let's take a closer look at the hardware of the phone. Down at the bottom, you've got a speaker, USB Type-C port, a couple microphones. Moving along on the right side, you've got the power button with an embedded fingerprint scanner, volume rockers. Make note there is a camera bump. And up towards the top, you've got more microphones, a SIM card slot, and another speaker right there. And just to take a quick look, here is that spine that does have a Samsung logo. And finally, a look at the back with their triple camera setup, which is one extra lens to the other model. This is a 200 megapixel main sensor, and then you get a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 10 megapixel telephoto lens. All right, we are all set up and ready to go. I'm gonna run through the startup process, talk about anything that's noteworthy. You can set up face unlock and fingerprint. To register, all you need to do is set your thumb down and just move it around. No particular direction, just kind of roll it around. It's actually a lot of fun. Haptic feedback is really nice. You can add more if you'd like to. Make sure you check these settings, how you want to use that fingerprint scanner when you just set it down as opposed to pressing the button and then unlocking. You can choose both screens or one or the other, or off. Just a couple quick tips on taking care of your device with that inside display, and that is it. We are all set up and ready to go. So if you're picking up a Galaxy Z Fold 8, one thing you're gonna wanna figure out pretty quickly is a case. Big thanks to our sponsor, Subcase. We are gonna be checking out their UB Grip case. The first thing I noticed is that it gives the Fold a lot more protection without completely taking away from the reason you bought a foldable phone in the first place. You've got protection around the outside of the phone, the hinge area, and four-corner anti-collision, while still keeping access to the buttons and USB-C port. It even comes with a 9H privacy screen protector. But the main reason I like this one is the grip. With a phone this big, and especially when you're using it one-handed, having something that makes it easier to hold on to is really nice. You can get a much more secure grip on the phone instead of constantly feeling like you're about to drop an expensive folding phone. And when you want to use the phone normally, you can just fold the grip out of the way. You can also use it as a stand, which is handy for watching videos or just setting the phone down on a desk. By the way, this is completely compatible with MagSafe accessories, which is such a bonus addition to your foldable. So if you're looking for a case for the Galaxy Z Fold 8 that adds some extra protection but also makes a big phone a little easier to actually hold and use, the Subcase UB Grip is definitely worth checking out. I'll have a link down in the description if you'd like to take a closer look. You do have Galaxy AI built into this phone, a ton of different features, especially like interpreter, call assist. Very useful. Now Brief and Now Nudge got updated. That front display is a 6.5-inch AMOLED display at 120 Hz, which I can tell is enabled out of the box. It is really smooth. This opens up to an 8-inch AMOLED display as well, with a different aspect ratio than the regular Z Fold 8. One thing I really want to point out is there's a new anti-reflective coating on the device, which you can see in action. You can tell how it just diffuses the light so it's not as harsh of a reflection. And so when your screen is on, you'll be able to see it better in direct light, indoors and even outdoors. And not only that, I hope you noticed the crease got decreased, actually. You can still feel it. It's very hard to feel. It's getting close, but there is still a small crease there. Now this is also a 120 Hertz refresh rate display, which again looks really smooth. You can customize this. In settings, go to motion smoothness and switch it to standard if you'd like to save some battery, but adaptive looks really good. Scrolling down, I'd like to point out continue apps on cover screen. You can choose to always keep the app open or swipe up to continue app. So you just go swipe, oh, we're there. And obviously if you're on the outside display and you flip it open, it's going to continue the app. Jumping into the camera app, a big thing is that 200 megapixel main lens, which really does set it apart, plus the zoom capabilities, all the way up to 30 times zoom, but the 10x zoom should be really good. Also, you do get that 0.6 times ultra wide angle lens. You can still record up to 8K 30 frames per second, but also 4K 120 frames per second. Pressing this icon will turn on that cover screen preview. So now you can take selfies, take videos, and here you go, side by side with the full Galaxy Z Fold 8 lineup. Obviously, two very different devices. I'd like to point out the Ultra has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and the Z Fold 8 has a 4,800 milliamp hour battery using silicon carbon technology, so pretty solid stats there. But size-wise, obviously taller. If you line up the left side, you'll notice wider with the Z Fold 8. When it comes to how thin they are, obviously the camera bump with that 200 megapixel lens is a little bit bigger on the Ultra. Ultra on the left, Z Fold 8 on the right. This is when you just kind of flip them open, more vertical portrait mode on the Ultra, and then landscape. So that's kind of a difference. Whereas if you're gonna watch videos on the Ultra, you're gonna wanna rotate it to get a wider display. Whereas if you want something, maybe say reading a document and you want something more portrait, you would flip it vertically. So you'll notice this side of the screen is very close in height, but the difference there then is when you rotate it. So you get much longer and wider. Now, for example, when you open the YouTube app, it's just a different look and it's utilized differently. Now, if you fold this portrait, what do you know? Pretty similar in terms of what it looks like, but if you put this sideways, you're gonna wanna put this full screen. Side by side, same story. You get much wider displays, but this is more of a normal phone. It's almost two 6.5-inch displays side by side, whereas this one is definitely just a little bit different. Now, if you flip it this way, there you go, a little bit wider as well. For this one, it might get a little too narrow, but you could find a use case if you start using 3 apps. Realistically, I'm showing you all of this because the really big difference is using that front display and just accepting that it's a little bit smaller of a device, but also just a completely new way to use a phone that pretty much no one's used very recently. And they both have the same Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, so you should get similar performance out of both of them. So honestly, both of these are really great options. I like how different they are. So definitely let me know which one you're gonna go with, the Ultra or the Z Fold 8. A lot more to come, like I said, a lot more videos to come, so be sure to click that subscribe button. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.